It did take an extra day, but that is okay. I do have a whole bunch of fans here to show you. Actually, by a whole bunch, I mean like 7, so not a whole lot, but still pretty good. And I had a couple more, but I threw those ones out because they weren't in working order, and I'll explain all that in a minute. So let's show you what we got. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, and if you didn't see the last update I made, I mentioned that I had a cleanup coming in a week. Well, that week has passed, and yesterday, this has all been done today, or like the day of the cleanup, but I'm uploading this the day after, which is Sunday, but this happened on Saturday, which was yesterday, at least at the time of upload. Anyways, so yeah, I've been literally working since 7, and I have not really stopped. I've taken a couple really, really small breaks, but honestly, nothing. I've been on my feet almost all day. It's been a really long and tiring day, but it's pretty much come to a close. I just wanted to quickly go ahead and record and show you everything that I brought home. So I guess we will start with the ceiling fans. First up is this Springfield from Harbor Breeze. No glass, no socket rings. I'm probably going to replace those sockets with bigger ones. The whole reason I'm even going to bother doing that, well, first of all, these sockets don't work. And second of all, these small sockets just suck. And third, because this one may end up going in my grandparents' house when they leave. I mean, it's definitely not a horrible fan. And they're not rare. Like, they don't really have much value to them. So I really do not know whether I'm going to keep it. I don't know what the deal with this fan will end up being, but it's here and it works. So I did have to get a couple random parts that I had lying around just to get it up, but it turned out okay. And then, of course, I do have some other fans to show you, so I might as well show you those. Ignore the Delano. I haven't put that away yet, but it's still here. So a couple fans here. The Fasco obviously isn't new, but these two are. This is a it's a Monterey fan company. That's right, it's a Monterey fan company Hugger. Some of the numbers on there match up with some Monterey fan company stuff, so I'm assuming that that's what it is until someone tells me different. There's no other real label on this thing. Overall, it's fairly decent. It has a death wobble to it, but otherwise it's fine. And yes, the blades are in good alignment and not very warped, so I don't know what's going on there. And then from the same people, I also got this Emperor. I haven't been able to figure out who makes this one yet. But once again, it has a death wobble, but this one had more of a reason to because the blades were completely bent out of clock. But then I went and bent them back with my hands, and I made sure all the pitches were the same and that they were all at the same level, and the fan still gave me a death wobble, so I don't know what to do there. But that one, the Emperor did come complete. This one I had to get some parts for, but I managed to find all of them, so this fan is essentially complete. I do have to go and buy some motor to blade arm screws for both this fan here. Whoa, did I zoom in? No, I didn't. I don't know why it's so close. But anyways, yeah, I do have to get some for this because I'm just using some miscellaneous parts for that one, and I had to do the same for this one. So yeah, that about covers them. There's the blades to those two. Here's two of these Menards turn of the century things. Both of these came without blades, as well as the third fan in the group, which is an Emerson Apollo. We'll get to that in a sec. But anyway, say all these three fans were in a box together, all without blades. And so yeah, these two I don't really see as worth saving or trying to complete. So I'm gonna gut them for parts, and then that's that. That's all we'll see of them. They'll never get a video or anything. Even though it's kind of cool to have the gray ones. If they were complete, I would have kept them, but they aren't. So therefore, they're going to get parted out. Now, what's not getting parted out is the Apollo. So once again, the Apollo is missing blades and arms. However, what I think happened is the flywheel went out because everything is there except for the blades and the arms and the flywheel. So I have a feeling the flywheel broke. They stripped it down trying to fix it, and they gave up, and then they threw it away. However, luckily I caught it before it got thrown away, so it didn't get thrown away. As far as I'm aware, the motor still works, and if it doesn't, that Delta 2 motor there I know does work, and I'll use that instead. I love Apollos. They're my favorite Emersons, and there's no way in hell that I'm going to let this fan go. Of course, if I did use that Casablanca motor there, it would take a bit of work because I would have to get some different wires fed through, and it would be a bit of a pain, but I love the Apollo too much to not do that, and so that's what's going to happen. And obviously no blades and arms, so I will eventually try to source some genuine replacements. as well as a flywheel. The flywheel will be much easier. But anyways, in the meantime, what I found out was that the Springfield blades here, I held them up to the flywheel on my premium over there, and it turns out that the holes line up. So when I do, and once I do get the flywheel for this fan, I'm going to put it up with those blades, even though it's going to look kind of crappy. At least then I'll be able to get it up and do a video of it. And then once I complete it, I'll go ahead and just do another one whenever that is. So that does cover everything that there's with these fans. And the final fan is this Kmart, or essentially Lakewood S223. So here it is. This one's in pretty good shape. I actually found 2 of these, and they were in separate vehicles too. However, the other one was kind of dirty, and then when my dad plugged it in, it sparked. So since it was kind of dirty and the grate was cracked, I just chucked that one and kept this one. This one turned out really nice. I'm very happy with it. And I also found a Lasko Cyclone. It looked like an earlier one, but once again, it didn't work. Wasn't worth saving, so I chucked that too, or my dad did. So this is the one portable that did come home. This time was definitely more heavy on ceiling fans, unlike the one in spring was more heavy on portables. But anyways, I'm pretty happy with this fan. It does do good, and I did go ahead and clean it as much as I could. So that about covers everything there is to talk about that. And as for what I just didn't even think about bringing home, it was just basic crap. Basically any new box fans. Like I had a Pelonis one, however you pronounce that. I had some Comfort Zone freaking window fan, and like a Holmes Pinky box fan thing, and then some other thing. Oh, and one of them Galaxy pedestal fans that was missing the front grate. All that stuff just wasn't worth it. I've got one of those Galaxy fans at my grandma's house anyways. Well, it's technically hers, but I mean, when she doesn't need it anymore, she's obviously going to give it to me. So it doesn't, so I essentially just count that as being my own. So it doesn't really, that didn't matter to me. And all those other fans were way too new for me to care about. I can't always take everything, so I took what I could, and I'm pretty happy with it. Everything I wanted to bring home, I was able to bring home. So that makes me happy. As for when some of these fans will find a storage location, I honestly do not know. Getting another shelf would be nice, but that'll happen when it happens. And I have been able to, I've probably got like 5 or 6 videos recorded now in the new testing format, and it's worked pretty good as well. I just thought I would mention that quick. So I'm definitely going to be sticking with that. A couple fans, it does not like to give me a reading, mainly because the blades, it just can't differentiate between the blades and the background. This one worked out okay, well, at least going from the top, because the top of this fan's like maple. And then also fans with cane appear to work. But yeah, I just thought I would mention that in case you guys were wondering how that testing format's going. I'm definitely sticking with it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I don't know whether I'll end up doing an update video. I originally recorded when I first got home and said I'd make an update. But then I just figured, well, I might as well just wait until I got everything cleaned out and everything that's a little bit more definite. And that's definitely what's going on now. So whether I do an update, I do not know, but we will see. So with that, I'm going to end this video. And then, of course, next week and the weeks following, I'll continue with my same schedule. And by now, summer is over, but I still have a bunch of backlog, some are portable stuff, so I'm going to continue uploading that. And then I still got to record the Galaxy stand fan, or not stand fan, but table fan in that Lakewood there, or Kmart thing. So I probably won't do this summer portables intro, but I'll continue to upload those on the same schedule until I run out of portables to upload. But anyways, now I am actually going to end the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.